Here.
The film begins in Budapest, where Australian Special Forces Corporal Edward Rutledge sends his mercenary to retrieve a digital wallet from a girl. The wallet holds $70 million US. She demands a down payment, which sparks a fight, so she escapes with the wallet. Meanwhile, in America, Danielle Sutton, the first black female president, learns from her bodyguard Agent Manny that her daughter Serena has fled. While mercenaries chase the girl in Budapest, Danielle sends Agent Darden to find Serena. In Budapest, Rutledge tracks the girl to a crowded bar, sedates her, and takes the wallet. In America, Serena, who hacked security keys to sneak out of the White House, is brought back. Danielle and her husband Derek confiscate her devices. Serena lashes out, insulting Danielle and her brother Demetrius. Danielle tries to cite Demetrius as a good example, but Serena snaps at him too. The next day, Danielle trains with Manny.
Serena hacked in, made her own RFID key. Too smart.
Too smart. I can have you reassigned for SAS.
And eats breakfast with her best friend and Treasury Secretary Joanna. They discuss the G20 summit in Cape Town, where 20 world leaders will meet. Later, at a press conference, Danielle shares her plan for a digital currency to help sub-Saharan farmers. Reporters mock her about Serena's escape. She ignores them and returns to the White House, deciding to bring Serena and Demetrius to the summit. That night, she watches news reports ridiculing Serena for drinking at a bar. Derek comforts her. The next day, Danielle boards her private jet for Cape Town. She talks strategy with Joanna when Manny connects her to Vice President Harold and CIA Director Mickelson. They reveal they've hired a private agent team they've monitored for 6 months. Meanwhile, Rutledge lands in Cape Town by helicopter, meeting an old Army friend who provides men and resources for his mission. Danielle and her family arrive at their hotel. The concierge shows them around and hands over access keys. Serena mocks the keys, claiming she could hack them, while Danielle and Derek watch the kids perform a traditional dance. Secret Service agents check the ballroom for safety. One agent contacts hotel security, unaware Rutledge has taken control of it. Manny studies the hotel's blueprints. Meanwhile, Danielle teases Derek about her new look. As security escorts them through an elevator, reporters accuse her of using the digital currency to boost the dollar. She walks away and joins Joanna to find funding partners. Joanna targets Elena, head of the International Monetary Fund, while Danielle approaches British Prime Minister Everett. Derek leaves to check on the kids. In the security room, Rutledge orders his men to clear media from the ballroom. A guard escorts Derek to an elevator. While Danielle's talk with Everett goes poorly, Rutledge hacks the hotel's keys, triggers lockdown, and cuts the cellular network. He sends men, disguised as hotel staff, to trap the Secret Service CAT team in their suite. He places a room service trolley with a toxic gas cylinder outside the ballroom. His men release the gas and flee. His army secures the hotel's main entrance. He bombs the CAT team, causing panic in the ballroom. Guards try to enter but faint from the gas. Derek rushes to protect the kids. The head of security enters the control room to raise the alarm, but Rutledge kills him and orders his forces into the ballroom. A terrorist is sent to capture Danielle's kids. Rutledge's team handles the fainted guards and enters the ballroom, shooting and separating leaders from their spouses.
Here.
Manny shields Danielle, letting terrorists take Joanna. Danielle protects others, including Everett, Elena, and China's First Lady, Han. Manny and Danielle shoot a fire extinguisher to create a diversion and escape through a bar exit. They enter a narrow passageway and discard their traceable key cards. Upstairs, a terrorist takes the kids hostage, but Derek and his escort arrive. The escort is shot, but Derek overpowers the terrorist. In the passageway, Manny spots 2 terrorists in the kitchen. He plans to go alone, but Danielle insists on joining. Meanwhile, Han slips down a vent and disappears. They follow her to the laundry room. Rutledge, furious about Danielle's escape, sends men after them. While in the meantime, Danielle and Manny plan to reach her military vehicle in the garage. Back on Derek's end, he makes Serena tie the bed sheets and lower them down their balcony to trick the terrorists into believing they've jumped down, whereas they climb onto the next balcony and get away with this. Soon, Rutledge broadcasts a statement accusing America and its allies of stealing resources and planning to control people with digital currency. He urges the public to invest in cryptocurrency, which governments can't control. Simultaneously, Harold's team identifies Rutledge. Now Rutledge threatens governments to slay their leaders if they attempt to rescue them. Up ahead, Serena and Demetrius want to save Danielle, but Derek refuses, honoring Danielle's promise to protect the kids first. In the laundry room, Everett resists Danielle's leadership. Back in the ballroom, Rutledge forces the South Korean president to read an English pangram for deepfake manipulation. When he resists, Rutledge cuts off his ear, scaring other leaders into complying, who immediately record their pangrams. Meanwhile, the American government contacts hostage countries for a rescue plan. While in the meantime, leaked deepfake videos show leaders supporting Danielle's currency to control people. Harold knows they're fake, but the public believes them. Rutledge celebrates as markets crash and cryptocurrency rises, making him a billionaire. On the contrary, Danielle's group climbs onto an elevator roof as terrorists enter the laundry room. They reach the basement, but Everett's arm grazes the wall, and his scream alerts terrorists. They stop the elevator to check the roof. Danielle jumps down to fight them. Manny follows, shooting 2 terrorists. They're outnumbered, but Elena helps from above, and they kill the terrorists. They take their passkeys and weapons. On the rooftop, Serena uses a TV satellite to send a message to the government. Danielle and Manny reach the kitchen, seeing 2 terrorists with 5 hostages. She also hears Rutledge's statement on the TV and returns to tell everyone how he's devaluing the currency to make himself richer. She and Manny defeat the terrorists, saving the hostages. Danielle takes a beating but fights back with a pan. Manny electrocutes a terrorist. A hostage, an African operative, kills the last terrorist with a knife. On the roof, the family learns Darden is the mole. Derek surrenders to Darden to stall him. Serena sends the message and escapes with Demetrius, hiding by hanging off the edge. Harold receives Serena's message about Darden's betrayal, so help is 3 hours away. When Rutledge finds out from the news, he gets mad. Back on Danielle's side, Danielle contacts African operatives to find her family. Back in the ballroom, Rutledge kills 2 leaders because of the U.S. rescue plan. Danielle has Elena and Han tend to Manny's bullet wound. Everett warms to Danielle after hearing her story of saving a child. They reach the garage to escape in a limo with weapons, but Derek radios that he's captured. Rutledge tries to manipulate Danielle. He spots the kids on surveillance and demands Derek reveal Danielle's location. Instead, Derek exposes Darden, who beats him. Danielle reveals her location to save Derek and sends the others away. Manny, regaining consciousness, jumps from the limo to help her. African operatives save the kids from a terrorist by the pool. Simultaneously, she currently leaves a note for Serena and her wedding ring in her car's cup holder. Darden arrives to capture Danielle, but Everett drives the limo back, flashing headlights to distract him. Manny slits Darden's throat and scolds Danielle for staying behind. Danielle finally connects with Serena. Serena suggests hacking the hotel keys. Manny promises to get machines from the lobby. Elena and Everett drive out to distract Rutledge's army, while Han is sent back to the ballroom. Terrorists spot her on surveillance and pursue her. Danielle wears a dead terrorist's Kevlar and moves with Manny. The kids split from the operatives, who have a missile. When the army watches the bulletproof limo escaping the hotel, Rutledge commands to launch the missiles. Elena recklessly drives the limo back to them to get the missiles to miss the aim. The limo is struck with 1 missile, but Elena and Everett survive and are rescued by Americans. Rutledge plans to barricade the garage. Demetrius and an operative launch a missile, nearly killing Rutledge. He sends men to hunt the insurgents. Everett tells Harold that Serena will open entrances in 12 minutes. Danielle leaves Manny at the power circuit after a salute. In the ballroom, Han mourns her dead husband. Rutledge takes Derek and Joanna elsewhere. Danielle has Manny cut the hotel's power, causing a blackout. She throws a grenade into a fireplace, killing pursuing terrorists. An operative brings Serena to steal equipment. Danielle covers them, shooting terrorists. Serena escapes with the equipment, but Danielle fights the terrorist leader. Out of ammo, she battles him physically. Serena and operatives hack the control room, restoring the cellular network and opening service doors. The rescue team cuts the fence and enters. Danielle chokes the terrorist leader and breaks his jaw. The kids restore surveillance and see Rutledge threatening Derek with a knife in the conference room. Serena tells Danielle, who rushes there. When she arrives there, Rutledge forces her to record a pangram. Meanwhile, the rescue team breaches the ballroom and shoots the remaining terrorists to save the world leaders. Back on Rutledge's side, he releases a fake statement of Danielle and earns $150 billion in an instant after crashing the money markets fully. Daniela recalls his past in the military and provokes him for a fight, during which his wallet slides near Joanna's chair. She sneakily hides it, but Danielle watches this. Rutledge beats her first and shoots Derek afterwards. When he aims for Danielle, Hans stabs him from behind. Danielle holds Derek in her arms while crying, but he wakes up and reveals he was wearing a Kevlar. Han points out that Rutledge has escaped. Now, Danielle confronts Joanna for being the ultimate mole. She blames Danielle for taking her spot by becoming the president. Danielle slaps the crap out of her and takes the wallet. There, Demetrius shows up worried and tells Danielle that Rutledge took off with Serena. He ties her in his helicopter and turns it on. Danielle comes in his way, holding his precious wallet. He's forced to come out and strike a deal with her. Danielle throws the wallet in the air to distract him and puts up a fight at the last minute. The wallet ends up falling off the helipad, allowing Danielle to free Serena in the helicopter. Rutledge starts shooting at her, so she tries flying away but fails miserably and crashes it on the rim line. She falls off trying to fight Rutledge. The two hang in the air at last. Serena frees herself and kicks Rutledge. He attempts to shoot her in return, but Danielle pushes him. He falls down and dies. Danielle climbs back up in the helicopter. With her weight, it slowly starts to slip off of the rim line. Luckily, the rescue team straps on some belts on the helicopter and pulls it back. Danielle is united with her family and is cheered for her heroism all around the world. Here, the film ends. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome recaps.